We welcome you inside Tip Sport Arena in Pardubice, Czech Republic. Day 3 of competition in the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Pardubice. Inside, we've got a game coming up in the B2 group, game between Hong Kong and the Cayman Islands. For the Cayman Islands, this is their third game competition. They've played every day. They opened with a 7-5 overtime loss to Haiti. 7-5 because they had 2 shootout goals, the way they do it here. And then they came up with a big win yesterday morning, which we had on our webcast. We played here at Tip Sport. The first game was played at the Small Hall. 6-1 over Armenia. For Hong Kong, just the one game so far. They lost in overtime to Armenia. So if we go with the common opponent theory, Cayman Islands defeated Armenia 6-1. Hong Kong lost to Armenia in overtime. That would make the Cayman Islands a favorite in this one, but of course, it doesn't always work that way in sport. It's not quite the same as math, where A is greater than B and B is greater than C. You know A is greater than C. Not the case in sports. You play it out on the field, out on the floor. You see Hong Kong getting ready. They will be in the dark jerseys, white, red trim. Goaltender for Cayman Islands, will be number 41, Robert Slivchenko. Played well yesterday in that big 6-1 win over Armenia. Starting goaltender for Hong Kong, number 33, Vincent Bond. Had an opportunity to meet a few members of the team from Hong Kong. Some of the members currently living in Canada came over on one of the same flights they came over on, and then the whole team met up in the airport in Prague. They were all there when we arrived. Enthusiastic bunch. Excited to be here. They were in Zug in Switzerland 2 years ago as well. All right, set to get underway. Cayman Islands, Hong Kong. Chia knocked off the ball right away. Cayman Islands right on it. Around behind the goal. Tipped out in front. Baum with his first save and his second save. The ball is still loose. Still doesn't have it. Now they score. Just couldn't find it. Vincent Bond was looking for that loose ball. Could not get to it. Kyle Floyd did for the Cayman Islands. Puts it home just 21 seconds in. Hard luck there for Bond, the goalkeeper. Made a couple of saves, but just couldn't track the rebound. See the Cayman Islands celebrating that opening goal. So, didn't take long for the Cayman Islands to assert themselves this morning. Tipped in, no flooring. Back to pick it up is Wilson. Or Windsor, I should say, number 10 for the Cayman Islands. Kept in. Trung Pham got it out in front. Shot from Andrew Graham. Hong Kong did not get through to the goal. Back at the point, Son Pham. Behind the goal, over on the far side, it's Graham. Graham working along the boards, trying to get it out in front, cleared away and raced for it. Getting there first is Win. Dumped in, Colin Wong down in the corner. Battling up the Cayman defense. Ball comes loose. Windsor played it up along the boards. Back in, and the Cayman Islands finally come up with the ball and get control of it. Long pass misfired. Wong intercepted that. Colin Wong. The right side, he likes to hold up. Back at the point, Lamb to Jackson. That pass was picked off by McDonald of the Cayman Islands, and again they try that quick outlet. Just a little off the mark, and Jackson will take it back behind his goal. Jackson up ahead. He'll move it in. Again, pass misfires at the blue line. Cayman Islands off the glass all the way down the floor. And that'll be a flooring call against the Cayman Islands. 1:58 in, 21 seconds in. Cayman Islands take a 1-0 lead. Kyle Floyd. First goal. Well, if you're a ball hockey fan, this is your day. Settle in. We have got 6 games on our schedule here on the webcast. Day 3. Got myself a comfortable chair high up in the rafters here at Tip Sport, looking down over center court. Going to be here all day. First game today, 8:30 this morning local time. Our last game tonight is at 9:30 p.m. this evening. And we've got some dandies, important games on our schedule in the afternoon as well, even though it's still only day 3 of 10. Every game means something. Durr will move it out for Hong Kong. Over to Pan, tried to give it back to Durr. Bump along the boards. Cayman Islands come up with it. Armstrong in front of his goal. Armstrong. Nowhere to pass it, so he'll bring it up. Gets it over center and then clears it in. Quickly out again. Nice little tip pass through the middle. Right through the middle comes Loki Kwan. Kwan's got a breakaway. Put it wide. Rebound came out in front off the end boards. Kwan with a great chance for the equalizer. Beautiful pass. Managed to split the Cayman Island defense. Derek Wong. Up ahead. Kept in by the Cayman Islands. Shot fired towards goal. That was Nelson had that last chance for the Cayman Islands. Now a battle along the boards. Early in the morning, they're going at it. Justin Reed. Pass to Clayton Chia. He has it taken away. Scott Elliott for the Cayman Islands up ahead. Fisher with a shot. Elliott was looking for the deflection in front. Knocked down back at center by Yaxley. Knocked away from him by Pham. Slipchenko will play it. Gets it to Windsor. Back behind the goal to Yaxley. Yaxley turning. Watched by Pham. And it is a turnover. Hong Kong come up with it. Win with a shot off the right arm of Slipchenko. Blocker save by Slipchenko. Made another save, didn't see where it went. Pressure now by Hong Kong. Again, off the end boards, put high over the top of the goal. Pham doing great work, number 93 for Hong Kong. Slipchenko comes away with it. That hit the referee, but getting to it first is Jason Windsor. And the Cayman Islands withstand that. Now they'll come racing down. Chris Yermanian. Long pass was looking for Pache. Merrily pass across. Ryan Poole with a shot, scores from right at center. Ryan Poole. Shot came from well out. There was a screen in front. See where Poole shoots that from. And there's the screen in front. Bond didn't really see it. Go by his reaction. There comes the shot. Actually, 2 players in front. Good screen set up there by Mark Babin of the Cayman Islands, and it's 2-0. Hong Kong again trying to get some pressure going. They got to respond. They had a good shift a moment ago just before that goal. Had a chance, 2 or 3 chances to be fair. Couldn't beat Slivchenko. The Islands come back with one of their own and lead it by 2. Bechet played it down into the corner for Floyd. Bond diving out, cover that up.
Goal for Team Cayman Islands, scored by number 77, Kyle Selin, assisted by number 2, Grant Marley. Match score 0-2.
Vincent Bond in goal for Hong Kong. And again, if you're not overly familiar with ball hockey, the shots that come in ball hockey, actually the ball moves them much faster than the puck does, so shots from outside much more dangerous. One of the reasons they have that floating blue line. Once you gain the offensive zone, you can bring it all the way back to center. It really comes into play on power plays. Also, the ball hockey ball, depending on the spin, can do some crazy things in the air. Can dip and dive like a knuckleball, sometimes, which makes it tough for the goalkeepers. Face off. Hong Kong into the floor, 6:31 gone in the first period. As I said, first of 6 games for you today on our webcast schedule. Big games this afternoon. Canada's playing Finland. Finland lost their opening game to Slovakia yesterday. Put it themselves well. Their first time in ISBHF World Championships. Lost to the 2-time defending world champion Slovaks, just 3-1. Cayman Islands in looking for more here. They lead it by a pair already. And also after that game between Finland and Canada, by the way, won their opening game, but by the skin of their teeth. Shootout victory over Greece. They had to come from behind just to get it into overtime. Wynn had it knocked off his stick. Nelson trying to play it in front, hit Wynn. And back in front. That went right through to the goalkeeper, and Bond had to be careful. It's going to be a penalty coming up to Hong Kong as they touch it up. Cross-checking right in front. As that shot came in, it went past the 2 players in front, and the Hong Kong player with the little cross-check to the arms of the Cayman Islands player. Colin Wong is guilty of the infraction. He'll head to the penalty box. Power play coming up for the Cayman Islands. Started to say after that Finland-Canada game, should be a really interesting one here at Tipsport. United States will take on the Czech Republic. Both those teams undefeated. Czech Republic 2-0. United States 1-0. They won their opening game. Czech Republic just hammered Italy last night 12-0. The fun part of when the Czech Republic plays are the fans. The show in the stands is sometimes as interesting as the showing on the floor. Tipped in for a 3rd goal into the crease, I believe. It was Mark Babin. There were 2 Cayman Island players there. I think it was Babin who got his stick on the ball. Again, just picking up the celebration. Working, tied it up. So 3-0, 8 minutes into the first period for the Cayman Islands, a power play goal. Graham to the blue line, no further for Hong Kong. Allard Got it up ahead. Elliott along the boards for the Cayman Islands. Elliott circles it down low. And they're announcing it is Mark Bevan with the goal for the Cayman Islands. Net has become dislodged.
Time 7:59. Goal for Team Cayman Islands. Scored
Official
by
time of
number
goal, 7:59. Mark Babin with the power play goal.
Assisted by number 91.
So Floyd, Cole, and Babin with the goals for the Cayman Islands here in the first period. I'm saying before the USA Czech Republic game should be a dandy. Should be dandy on the floor, should be fun in the stands. If it's some pretty decent crowds here to watch the Czech Republic play. That shot fired wide. So those are two games to mark on your webcast schedule for today. 2 o'clock and 4:30 local time, those two. 2 o'clock it's Canada and Finland, 4:30 Czech Republic and the USA. And that'll be followed by another highlight game, first game in the women's competition. That gets underway today. Shot was blocked. Sullivan looking for it. Cleared out over center. He actually played it across, up ahead, tipped in by Pache. Wong doing good work down in the corner. Floyd is all over him. Strength comes in to help out, and Strength comes away with the ball for the Cayman Islands. Tried to play it back, that hit a Hong Kong player, now their way. Up through the middle. Sean Lamb lost it as he crossed the blue line. Taken away by Mike Bowden. Right back to Lamb. Lamb out in front. Comes all the way back to center. Slap shot from Derek Wong. Ball to the side of the goal. Pache cleared it. Not out. Kept in by Hong Kong. High over the top of the goal. That was tipped by a Hong Kong player in front, so the faceoff will come outside the blue line. And our first women's game will also feature the Czech Republic. The Czech women's team will take on Great Britain. So you'll have fans here for Czech USA, the men, followed by Czech Great Britain and the women. Should be a fun few hours here at Tip Sport. Might as well finish it up. We will have our last game, 9:30 this evening, local time, Slovakia and Greece. Shot came in from Fisher. Bond got a glove on it. Cayman Islands come up with it in the high slot. They'll drop it back. Windsor with a shot. Did not get through, and away goes Derek Wong. Straight up through center. Wong in over the blue line. Stops up, holds it. He'll leave it back at center. Just missing on the deflection attempt was Darren Winnie at number 76, and it's controlled by Claude Plomondon. Gets it back to his defense. Now they'll work it up the left side. In over the blue line, and they can use the whole half floor, but it's taken away by Justin Reed. Reed trying to cut inside, knocked off his stick, and a good defensive play by Eric Armstrong. Armstrong's got it behind the goal, brings it up around the boards. Kept in there by Jackson. Now it comes out over center. They'll have to regain the offensive zone again. They'll do so with ease. Down into the corner. Hong Kong player goes down, and that's going to be likely a tripping call against the Cayman Islands. And that is what the referee indicates. There you see Armstrong just taking the feet out from under Wong. So Armstrong, after making a good play a moment ago, gets called for tripping. Hong Kong with their first power play attempt, 11:27 gone the first. We played 3 15-minute periods. got a moment. I want to thank the host committee here in Pardubice for bringing in this great weather for us. It's been bright sunshine and blue skies through the first 3 days. Shot over the top of the goal. Today it's expected to get up around 30 degrees Celsius. Not a cloud out there.
From the Cayman Islands, 2 minutes for shipping.
Pham back at the point. Sullivan with a shot that goes wide. Rebound taken by Bowden up along the boards, held in by Wynn momentarily, but now the Cayman Islands come out short-handed. Yermanian lost it as he crossed the blue line. Yermanian doing good work though, stole it away and cleared it back in. He'll head to the bench. Minute and 11 left to go in the power play. Wynn. They gained the zone. Errant pass. They try to get it back to Wynn, and it's tipped away. Bond's got to come out to play it. Slow to move on it. Sprawls to make the save. See a little indecision, and Bond looks up to the sky. Knows he was a little lucky on that one. He started to come out and then slow it up. Allowed the Cayman Island player to get there. Derek Wong comes back to Wong. The one-timer hit somebody in front, went to the near boards. Chia back to Wong. Wong tried to pass it back to Chia. Again, a bad pass, and the Cayman Islands able to get it out over the center red line. Dump back in, just 8 seconds to go in the power play. And another penalty coming up to the Cayman Islands. As Hong Kong, here we see that play where Bond came out and Nelson with the great chance, and Bond just scrambling to get back. And here's that. Again, a bad pass, and down the floor it goes. But over on the other side, as Hong Kong were just dumping it in, they were going to flip it in and then go into forecheck. The Cayman Islands player interfered with the Hong Kong player, was going to go in a forecheck. So another penalty. First penalty is over now. 5-on-4, shot from a sharp angle. Slipchenko made the save. Jamie Nelson getting the interference penalty for the Cayman Islands. So really a 4-minute power play in effect. And they score for Hong Kong. They make good on the second half of that. Derek Wong with the blast from the point. Hong Kong on the scoreboard with 1:13 left to go in the period. Wong just winds up. Whether it hit one of those three players in front, I'm not sure. We can see it from this angle. It looks like it changed direction. Maybe number 19, Justin Reed. We will get the official for you in just a moment. The important thing is that Hong Kong has got themselves a goal back in the game, down by just 2 now as we near the end of the first period. Little delays, they get something straightened out over in the scorer's box and get the thumbs up. We're ready to go. They say just 1:13 left to go here in the opening period. Well, thought we were ready to go. Guy in the scorer's box is giving a thumbs up to the officials, but they're not buying it. The 2 referees are still saying, hang on a second. They're pointing up at the clock, something not right. Oh, I know, I see what it is. The penalty had to come off the board. That's what they were waiting for. And that power play goal, the interference penalty to Nelson. That's now been taken off the board. We're back to even strength. Just over a minute to go. Lam, Sean Lam for Hong Kong. Little back pass. They stay on side, gain the zone, clear it in.
Asistoval hráč s číslem 89.
Goal to Derek Wong. They're saying they're winning cleanly on that shot from the point. So it's Derek Wong getting Hong Kong's first goal. Sullivan for Hong Kong. Will chip and chase. Get it back up along the boards. Nelson was there first for the Cayman Islands. He'll send it down the floor. That'll be a flooring call with 25 seconds left to go in the first period. Mentioning a number of the games that we have today. One I didn't mention was the game right after this one. It'll be in A2 group, Portugal and Switzerland. We'll talk about those two teams a little bit later. The waning seconds of this first period. Ball flipped out. 10 seconds to go. 4 seconds to wind up if you want to shoot it. Too late. Time runs out. A good start for the Cayman Islands. They took a 3-0 lead. If we look at Robert Slipchenko there, the Cayman Islands goalkeeper. Took a 3-0 lead, and Hong Kong responded with a power play goal. So Cayman Islands lead it 3-1 after one period play. Again, just the first of 6 games we're going to bring you today. We're going to take a little break. We've got to pace ourselves. We'll be back with the second period in just a minute.
Statutární město Pardubice. Generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Gymtech, CAY Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubic, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marhold, AML Holding, Radegast, stavební firma Jičmínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Auto In. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Sabe, Střída Sport, Merch 53, Fisher Hacky, Stillman, Hejduk Sport, CCM a Vidware. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Ketovět, Vodovody a kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Charlotte TNT Trade, Alukov, Energie AG Bohemia, Marknet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatrax, Comia, EM Stav, Astex a Haspr, Elektroservice Modr, Finet Pardubice, Tekan, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauset.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, AB Edera, Connectel, Flamy, Odrážovka, Bitfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Red Tide, Ponte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berserk, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Pardubice a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje. Staňte se i vy členem našeho týmu. CAY světový rok se končí.
Nehodu zaviníte vy. Při pojištění klika od ČTP kryje škodu i na vašem vozidle. Nově k povinnému ručení od 370 korun.
J-Tech Automotive Czech Pardubice se zabývá výrobou přesných mechanických dílů do převodovek a řízení. Tato společnost umí o své zaměstnance pečovat, proto se pro rok 2017 stala nejlepším zaměstnavatelem regionu. Staňte se tedy součástí něčeho, co má smysl. www.jtech.com.
Máš zájem pracovat ve stabilní společnosti? Neváhej a kontaktuj nás. Předmětem naší činnosti je výstavba, rekonstrukce a opravy inženýrských sítí, úprava vodních toků, výstavba hrází a monolitických betonových konstrukcí. Vlastním technologickým vybavením a kapacitou provádíme jádrové vrtání a nabízíme půjčování stavební mechanizace od drobné až po velké stavební stroje. Quiz Pardubice již 25 let s vámi.
3-1, Cayman Islands lead Team Hong Kong after 15 minutes of play. Cayman Islands got out to a quick 3-0 lead. Goals by Mark Babin, Ryan Poole, all right, get ourselves organized. Kaya Floyd, Ryan Poole, and Mark Babin scoring for the Cayman Islands, and then Derek Wong responding late for Hong Kong on a power play. So we are 3-1 after one period of play. And an interesting note to start the third period, a goaltending change for Hong Kong. Vincent Vaughn started, gave up 3 goals, and also was very indecisive coming out and play the ball. That led to another great scoring chance for Cayman Islands. So the coach, Terry Wong, has decided to make a change. Matthew Liu will come in and play goal for Hong Kong to start this second period. It's still Robert Slipchenko in goal for the Cayman Islands. The Hong Kong coach probably sensing a little bit of lack of confidence in his starting goaltender after that first period, let's say. Noticed something wasn't quite right with Bond. Makes the change. See if that sparks the Hong Kong team a little bit. Pass into the feet of Kyle Floyd of the Cayman Islands at the blue line. Kept in though. Pache down into the corner for Floyd. In there as well as Remy Monaco for Hong Kong. Big collision over along the boards. As mentioned before, it's no checking. It doesn't mean it's not physical. It doesn't mean there's not a lot of contact. Ball sent down the floor. We'll get a face-off back down to our left to the Hong Kong end of the floor. Just 50 seconds gone here in the second. Cayman Islands with a chance, and Liu with his first test comes up with a good save. Brought in over the blue line. Pass across in front. Great chance in front. Sliding save by Slipchenko. Stacked the pads, and he robbed Justin Reed, who had it all alone in front. Great chance for Hong Kong early in this second. Great job by Loki Kwan down that right side to get free. Got around the Cayman Island defender. Ball just skipped a little bit on Reed. Couldn't quite one-time it. And that gave Slipchenko a chance to slide across. Also a defender got a stick in there, as you could see. That was Yermanian for the Cayman Islands. If Reed had been able to take that first pass cleanly, I think he may have had himself a marker. Again, it comes out in front dangerously. Hong Kong unable to keep it in. They'll come out over the red line, but they do maintain possession. That's picked off. Brought in. Nelson with a shot. Looking short side and went wide over on the boards. Clayton Chia trying to track it down. Ran into a couple of Cayman Island players, and back they come. Armstrong holds up, gets it to Nelson. Nelson feeds it in front, or at least was trying to feed it in front. It went off Hung Win. And now a penalty is going to be called against Win as he knocked down Nelson along the boards. Boarding will be the call. Wynn heads to the penalty box. Power play for the Cayman Islands. Comes at the 2:06 mark. You see Hung Win down the floor right away. So the Cayman Islands will start deep in their own end. Armstrong. Walking it slowly up the floor. Whistle goes. Again, an issue with the clock. It didn't start. The penalty was at 2:06. It's only showing 2:08 on the clock right now, and only 2 seconds having gone off the penalty. And clearly that's not right. See how much time they add. It was 2:08 when they stopped at 2:14 now. So they added 6 seconds. So they're saying 8 seconds had elapsed from the time of the face-off to the time they noticed the clock hadn't started, or was late starting.
Number 3, 2 minutes for boarding.
Cayman Islands gained the zone. Good play by Elliott. In front looking for Strength. Strength in behind the goal. Paul Strength. Ball bounces out in front. A couple of players take a swing at it. Finally it settles down and cleared away by Hong Kong. Armstrong up at the blue line. Yes, it came in over the blue line, so they've got the offensive zone. Yermanian down to Strength, back to Yermanian. The point man is Armstrong. Doesn't shoot it. Over here on the near side, Pache back to Armstrong. Ball was deflected by a Cayman Islands player, so the faceoff will come out over the blue line. Cayman Islands changing up their power play. Out there now is Celine, Fisher, Plamondon, Nelson. And over on the right side going in now, that's Ryan Pull, number 11. Hong Kong, though, win the face-off. Get it up along the boards. Cut off there by Fisher. Plamondon. Back to Fisher. Celine. To Yermanian, back to Celine. Fisher. Down low. Plamondon. Back to Fisher. They're moving around, patient. Shot finally coming in, easy save. No traffic in front at all. Lou saw that all the way. Fisher. Celine. Down low. A shot and Lou with the windmill. Makes a good glove save. Matthew Liu come into the game, start the second period. Facing starting goaltender Vincent Vaughn, and there you see with absolutely no traffic in front, that becomes an easy save. Get some bodies in there, not so easy. And there's the I got it, I'm going to show it to you save from Liu. Fisher blocked easily. Hong Kong will bring it out. Penalty is now over. We're back to 5 aside. Fisher gets it to Celine. Hong Kong changing up. Up ahead to Mike McDonald. McDonald off the boards, gets it to Ryan Pull. Caught up a little bit in the referee there, but they're in over the blue line. Pull shakes off a check, gets a shot. That goes wide. Ball flipped high in the air, race to it. Good work there by the Cayman Islands defender, but getting to it then is Pham. Around behind the goal, the wraparound, and Slipchenko quick to move to his right to shut the door over by that post. Pham from a sharp angle, Slipchenko made the save. And around behind the goal, it comes up along the near boards. Pinching in, doing a good job. was Winia. Finally, the ball bounces into Slipchenko. There's going to be a penalty to Hong Kong. Kwan will get a call for slashing. He went crashing into the goal post at the end of this play, but just before that, it's called for the slash. And the call is going for that ball after it was covered by the goalkeeper. That's where the slash was, a little tap on the glove. And I'm wondering if maybe there was some directive to the officials to start calling that, because if you were with us last night, the Czech Republic and Italy ended up 12-0 for the Czech Republic, and the Italians were very upset after that game was out of hand, a big lead for the Czech Republic. They kept going after the goalkeeper, and there was a lot of that sort of stuff happening. Little hacks at the goalkeeper looking for a loose ball, and the Italians, especially where they were behind by at that point 7, 8, 9, 10 goals, really took offense to it, and the game got nasty at the end. And there you see just a little poke at the ball while it was under the glove of the goalkeeper, and the referees called the penalty. Maybe they've been told to not put up with that stuff anymore. Right in front, big save by Lou. Robs Yermanian. Armstrong back to Yermanian. Yermanian holding it. Good battle in front of the goal. It comes in. Fanning on it was Pache. He had a great chance in front. Ball went off the heel of his stick. Interference will be the call. At this point, I'm not sure who it's going against. Looks like it's going to go against Hong Kong. They'll be 2 men short. There was a big battle in front of the goal. You see Yermanian's chance. Set up by Pache. And just after that, Pache had a great chance, and the ball go off the heel of his stick. And you may see that one here. And there's Pache. And in front of the goal, the interference call. Darren Winia picks up the interference call. So 1:09 left to go in the first penalty. An extended 5-on-3 opportunity here for the Cayman Islands. They'll have to start deep in their own end as Hong Kong won the face-off. Great battle over along the boards. Hong Kong come up with it, but just outmanned. Can't get it out. Nelson will set up along the half boards. Threw it across, looking for Ryan Pull, and the ball actually ended up going off his foot and up and out of play as he missed it on a diagonal pass. Good play by Remy Monaco. I think he got a stick on it first. Then it went off Pull and up and out of play. Again, Hong Kong winning the face-off. That's helping kill this penalty. They get it down the floor once again. Back at the blue line. Celine. Shot came in from the right side wide. Fisher's got it. Back to Celine. Fisher, top of the circle. And he'll move it to the wall. Down into the corner. Celine. The one-timer tipped in front, up and out of play. Off of Nelson of the Cayman Islands. Again, the face-off will come out. Down to just a 5-on-4 man advantage now for the Cayman Islands. Great work by Hong Kong. So see that shot come in and deflect off Nelson. Big part of that penalty kill was winning those face-offs in their own end. That allowed them to control the ball and get it down the floor. Still a 5-on-4 power play. Pass was picked off, and again, Cayman Islands sent back into their own end. Slipchenko moves it up ahead to Armstrong. Up the blue line and picked off. Oki Kwan was tripped up at the blue line. He tried to get away short-handed. That'll even things up. We'll go 4-on-4 for 23 seconds. Kwan stealing that. Tried the little flip and then chase it. Armstrong knew he was in trouble. And just gave Kwan the little bump. You see Armstrong in the penalty box. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty to Hong Kong.
Čas 22:38.
So it's 4-on-4 right now. Hong Kong with a chance. That shot went off a body. Look at Slipchenko. He likes to come out and play it.
Time 22:38.
Backhanded in.
For player number 19.
Romanian can't catch up to, and that was dumped from their own side of the red lines. That'll be a flooring call against the Cayman Islands. 3 seconds left to go in the penalty to Darren Winnie of Hong Kong. Then Hong Kong will go on the power play. Scott Elliott of Team Cayman Islands, number 21 there. Chia against Yermanian. Yermanian wins the face-off cleanly, and he will turn and go. Hong Kong now on the power play.
Team Hong Kong is playing at full
And
strength.
over the blue line they come towards the goal, all the way to the goal. Slipchenko made the save. Hong Kong control it. Wong back at the point. One-timer. And a big shot from the point goes well wide. Derek Wong, he's the goal scorer. Back to defense partner. Wong with the shot. That one hit somebody in front. Pham in the corner. Pham back at the point. Derek Wong with the shot. Actually, it's Derek Wong, 48, who was the goal scorer. Colin Wong is number 12, who hit the ball a moment ago. Both teams will make changes. 42 seconds left to go. There's a shot coming in from Derek Wong. Saved by Slipchenko. And no rebound. Key part of that. And this time, it's the Cayman Islands shorthanded to win the faceoff. Get the ball down the floor, but quickly back up. Good play by Lou, the goalkeeper, to move it up the floor quickly. But getting to it first was Gail Celine for Cayman Islands. Played it down the floor. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Cleared away by Paul Strenk and out. That got past Wynn at center. Hong Kong got it over the blue line, but then turned it over, and that'll do it. Back to even strength.
The Cayman Islands is playing at full strength.
Well, neither team able to capitalize on their power plays here in this second period. 3-1 after the first 15 minutes. It is still 3-1. Kyle Floyd trying to track it down. Lou comes out, covers it up. Face-off will be to his left. 10:02 left, or 10:02 rather, gone in this second period. 4:58 left. It's the Cayman Islands bench. The team leading by 2 right now. They are going to redo that face-off. Cayman Islands trying to get in a late change. The referee denies it. Mike Bowden has to stay on. They're saying Ryan Pohl won the faceoff using his feet, so he's been waved out. Faceoff was won cleanly by the Cayman Islands. Ryan Pohl fanned on the one-timer. Armstrong able to keep it in. Got it over to Floyd. Back in around behind the goal. Pache lost it. Taken away by Wong. Wong will drop it back and then get it back again over along the far boards. Go back behind the goal to Monaco. Monaco a little trouble with it. Floyd was pestering him. And finally, good outlet pass. He had tried the little drop pass, or Chang. That didn't connect. Sent back down the floor, but Hong Kong are there, so no flooring. Long slap pass up at the blue line, connected, but then Yue mishandled it for Hong Kong. Monaco around the boards. Cayman Islands keep it in. Try to get the pass to Fisher. He's got to come over here on the near side and pick it up. Fisher. He's got it back now. Fisher winds up. Missed far side. Kept in over there by Cal Salin. He's knocked down. Ball comes through the high slot. Some of the players on the Hong Kong bench giving it to Nelson of Cayman Islands for knocking down the player in front. Weren't happy with that. Into the corner, Hong Kong on it first. Justin Reed turning, back at the point. Shot tipped, that just went wide. Good deflection. Again, Hong Kong keep it in. Clayton Chia. Back at the point, another shot comes in. Save made that time by Slipchenko. That was Chia who had the deflection a moment ago as well. Almost got it past Slipchenko, taken away by Elliott. Scott Elliott. Towards the goal, Lou forced to make the save. Ball comes out, and coming out to play it, Slipchenko. Got there before Pham of Hong Kong, who was in behind everybody. Knocked down by Marley. Up ahead, Yermanian. Elliott shot. Lou with the save. Elliott's got it behind the goal. Watched by Jackson. He'll put it back in around behind the goal again. Babin. Pohl coming in to help out. Pohl comes away with it. Spins away from Kwan. Ryan Pohl doing good work. Just thought Elliott, maybe a little too fancy, tried to go between the feet. Up ahead comes Trung Pham. In front, diving to try and get to it. And diving because he was tripped. Sun Pham, and now it'll be a penalty coming up to the Cayman Islands. Hong Kong have the extra attacker out there on the delayed penalty. The goaltender's gone to the bench. Wong. Up ahead, tried to get it to Pham, touched up by the Cayman Islands. And with 1:09 left to go in the second period, Hong Kong will go back on the power play once again. See a pass up ahead to Pham, and then through the middle, tries to spring Sun Pham, and he is tripped up by Elliott. Pham to Pham. On that pass, Trung and Son. Power play, Hong Kong trailing by 2. Pham back at the point. Wong down into the corner. They'll move it around. Derek Wong over to Trung Pham. Son Pham. Fanned on it. Pham. Wong. Got Colin and Derek Wong. Son, Tran Pham, and Andrew Jackson on the power play. Sorry, Jared Jackson. Andrew Jackson was somebody else altogether. Derek Wong. Shot over the top of the goal. Rebound. Cleared away to the boards. Colin Wong. Son Pham. To the goal. Try to get it to Chang, who's out there now. And it is cleared the length of the floor. And that'll do it with just 3 seconds left to go in the period. When we come back to start the third, Hong Kong will have 51 seconds left to work on their power play with the man advantage. All the scoring in the first period. No scoring in the second. Goaltending change to start the second. There you see the new goaltender. That is Matthew Liu, who came in to replace Vincent Bond to start off the second for Hong Kong. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the third period of this game. Hong Kong on the power play. When we come back, you're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from Pardubice in the Czech Republic.
Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech Tourism, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice. Generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTech, CAY Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubic, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marhold, AML Holding, Radegast, stavební firma Jičmínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Auto In. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Saber, Střída Sport, Merch 53, Fisher Hockey, Stillman, Hejduk Sport, CCM a Vidbar. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Keto Diet, Vodovody a kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Sherlock, TNT Trade, Alukov, Energie AG Bohemia, Markmet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatrax, Comia, EM Stav, Hastex a Haspro, Elektroservice Modr, Finet Pardubice, Tekam, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauset.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, AB Fond, Edera, Connectel, Flejny, Odrážovka, Bitfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Papatuf, Red Tide, Bonte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berserk, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, Destilační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Kunická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje.
CAY světový výrobce tlumičů v Pardubicích a Koutí. Většinu kvalit, protože jsme hrdým sponzorem pardubického hokeje. Staňte se i vy CAY světový výrobce tlumičů.
Při pojištění klika od ČPP kryje škodu i na vašem vozidle. Nově povinné určení od 370
Pardubice se zabývá výrobou přesných mechanických dílů do převodovek a řízení. Tato společnost umí o své zaměstnance pečovat, proto se pro rok 2017 stala nejlepším zaměstnáním. Stejně se je součástí většiny
Zájem pracovat ve stabilní společnosti, nemáme rekonstrukce a opravy inženýrských sítí, úprava vodních toků, výstavba hrází a energetických betonových konstrukcí. Vlastní technologickým vybavením a kapacitou provádíme jádrové vrtání a nabízíme určování stavební mechanizace, velké stavební stroje. Pardubice je již 25 let s vámi.
No scoring in that second period. There were 5 penalties, 3 called against Hong Kong, 2 to the Cayman Islands. All of them killed off, of course. So the score after 1 period is the same now that we have after 2 periods. 3-1, Cayman Islands lead Hong Kong. Goaltending change for Hong Kong seems to have paid off. They played Cayman Islands even in that period. Matthew Liu came in to replace Vincent Bond. Sometimes just a little change can make a difference to a team. Lou wasn't particularly busy in that second period, but made a couple of big saves. Sparked his team, who had some chances, and Hong Kong will start this third period on the power play. That final penalty against the Cayman Islands to Scott Elliott came with just a minute, 9 seconds left to go in the period. Shots on goal after 2 periods, pretty even. Hong Kong actually out shooting Cayman Islands now, 17-16, 4 penalties aside. So 51 seconds on the power play for Hong Kong to start the third. Now we are good to go. And Lou will stay in goal for Hong Kong to start the third. Derek Wong will dump it down into the corner. All strength in there first, but taken away from him, and Hong Kong now will set up on the power play. Derek Wong. Colin Wong. Back to Derek. Shot, save made by Slipchenko. Ball cleared, not out. Great work by Derek Wong to hold it in. Gets it down to Colin Wong. Over to Pham. Trung Pham along the boards. Just 3 seconds to go, and the power play shot scores! Derek Wong, his second. From a very similar spot, a little more towards the center of the floor. Scored that with about 1 second left to go on the power play. And Hong Kong, from a 3-goal deficit early, have cut it to just 1. 3-2 now. Time on the clock showing 52 seconds, which would officially make it not a power play goal. 1 second after the power play expired, by the time they stopped the clock. Academic. All right, new game. After that 3-0 start, looked like Cayman Islands were off and running, and Slipchenko has to come diving out. I think it was Loki Kwan, the Hong Kong player, went diving over the top, and Slipchenko came out. Let's get out of the way, stumbles a little bit. It is the captain, Loki Kwan. Did his best to avoid goaltender Slipchenko and paid the price by falling a little awkwardly, but he's up and should be okay. Stays out there to take the face-off. Derek Wong plays it in. Slipchenko out to get it behind his goal. Over into the corner for Allard. Back behind for Armstrong. Taken by Yermanian. Chris Yermanian leads his way out. Makes the pass across to Allard. Allard will backhand it into Hong Kong territory, but Hong Kong come up with the ball. Derek Wong to Remy Monaco, kicks it up ahead to Kwan. Hong Kong doing a good job to maintain possession in their own end. Now they've got a chance to set up. Derek Wong slap pass just a little bit too far. He was trying to get it to Monaco. Now Monaco's got it and plays it in. Going into forecheck, Lamb. Stick knocked out of his hands. Allard has it along the boards. To Babin. Babin up ahead, trying to spring Scott Elliott just beyond his reach. It'll go down over the goal line for a flooring call against the Cayman Islands. Well, quite a turnaround in this one. It looked like it may have been a rout early. 3-0 Cayman Islands halfway through the first period. Back at the point, that was picked off. Now the race is on. Kyle Floyd tried to feed it in front. Pache behind the goal, out in front, back to Pache. Seen Floyd work the give and go, and Pache's backhand went wide. Ryan Pull is in there, stolen away. 3-on-2 setting up for Hong Kong. Colin Wong right down the middle, lost control of it. It comes into Slipchenko, who'll scoop it up. .43 gone now here in the third. See Wong trying to split the defense, but all way too far ahead of him, right down to the goalkeeper, Slipchenko. Controlled off the face-off by Hong Kong. Shot went off a leg to the boards. Taken there by Graham. Graham, his shot went into the corner. Brought up by the Cayman Islands. Strength into the middle. Pass went behind everybody, and Hong Kong able to bring it back. Andrew Graham down into the corner. Down at first, Pham. It's on Pham, trying to get out in front. Pham shoots. That just goes wide. Following up on it is Reed. Reed in around the net. Reed circling. Looking out in front. That pass missed. And the Cayman Islands will bring it out. From their own side of the center red line, the ball was cleared in, so it'll be a flooring call. See a chance for Son Pham. Puts it wide as he stepped out from behind the goal. Missed by a couple of feet. Left post. Great diving play there by Eric Armstrong to get it out. And the Cayman Islands come away. Nelson, his shot, another good glove save by Lou. Tried to leave it for his defense. Referee blew the whistle. The referee acknowledges that they've been a little quick. And the Lou showing off that good glove hand. A couple of big saves we've seen him make with that. Nelson, quick snapshot, and Lou flashes the leather. Cayman Islands forced out by Chia. Kwan. Over to Wong, and then up ahead to Reed. Reed tried to get in front, knocked off his stick at the last second, kept in by Colin Wong. Over along the boards, player knocked down, that was Justin Reed. Referees say play on. Colin Wong, nifty little move. Get away from Fisher. Tried to feed it to Wynn. That was picked off. Nelson, it's a little shove in the back. Keeps going. As his teammates change. That time Nelson was knocked down, and Wynn threw his hands up in the air, say that wasn't a penalty. And when he looked, neither the referees had their arm in the air. He was just getting ready to complain. Bit of a giveaway sometimes that maybe you have committed a penalty and gotten away with one. Jared Jackson. Would have been offside had Lamb touched it. Allow Cayman Islands to bring it out. Down into the corner. On it is Darren Winia. Here in the near corner, but Yermanian was there, but a great play by Sean Lamb to come away with it. Then he's poke checked at center. They try the long pass. A little ambitious. Into the middle, shot good. Right pad save by Lou. As Kyle Floyd got away, a good shot from the high slot. Winia tried the breakaway pass, looking for Sean Lamb. Cleared away by Yaxley. Mark Yaxley. Up to pull. That was taken away by Derek Wong. Derek Wong with a couple of goals in this game. He'll try that slap shot again. It's worked twice. And behind the goal, Bowden. Over to Yaxley. Up ahead, tried to get it to Floyd. That was picked off. Now it comes back to Floyd. And he has it stolen away. Jonathan Ewa. He'll set up. Back at the point. Look out, this is dangerous. Wong with the slap shot. That didn't get through. The rebound is there. And put wide off a couple of legs by Dennis Chung. Player tripped up going for the ball. That was Ewa. The Cayman Islands just have to relieve the pressure. Clear it down the floor. What chances for Hong Kong on that shift? Cleared in by Monaco. Here you see Ewa being tripped up and goes to the corner. Again, no call. Referees letting them play here in the third. I don't like that. Andrew Graham to take the face-off. Combined his name with Jared Jackson back in the second period. Came up with Andrew Jackson. Very presidential of me. Hong Kong again with pressure out in front. Bounced over the stick of Wynn. He had a chance in front if he could have gotten the stick on the ball. It has been all Hong Kong in the last few minutes. Wynn knocked off his stick. Now the Cayman Islands have something going. Keating fell down. That'll allow Hong Kong to come out. That'll be offside at the blue line.
Offside.
The pass was a little off the mark. There's a turnover, and here's a chance for Keating, and whoopsie daisy. Little stumble there. The pass was in a little close to his feet and trying to recover. It happens. Cale Slynn, good outlet pass right through the middle. Found Nelson. Nelson will bring it in over the blue line. That's onside. Gets it to Fisher. Towards the front of the goal. Blocker save made by Lou. On it quickly is Paul Mondom. That shot wide from Fisher. Nelson was winding up. Ball never got to him, and it is cleared down the floor by Hong Kong. So as we go back and forth, some chances for the Cayman Islands now. They still lead it by one. 8:20 gone in the third period. There's that chance from Paul Mondom. That went wide just before that. Lou made a good blocker save. Paul Mondom was there as it came off the end boards. Nelson was winding up thinking he was going to get a one-timer, but Hong Kong got to it. Good poke check there. Colin Wong had the ball taken away. Yermanian in front. Elliott couldn't pull the trigger. Wong was covering him. Or Loki Kwan, that was number 8. The defensive play. And it's Kwan now plays it over to the far boards. Picked up there by Justin Reed. Back to Derek Wong. Wong, slap pass, good one off the boards. That finds Chia. Chia trying to get it to settle, surrounded by Cayman Island players, but Chia gets to it, gets it in a little deeper. Racing for it was Reed, cleared away. Selin behind the goal, a little bit too far. Now the Cayman Islands get possession. Good move at the blue lines. He turned the defenseman inside out. Was Yermanian. Yermanian stops up. Good recovery by Wynn. Ball put in front, bounces around. Yermanian with a chance. batted away by Liu. Made the save and then batted away the rebound out of the air. Cayman Islands stay on it. Yermanian along the boards. Holding off Wong. Yermanian tried to put it in front. Misfired, and Sean Lam will bring it out for Hong Kong. Lam in there with Sullivan. Drops it off for Sullivan. Pass across, but on the backhand. Couldn't get the shot away. It trickles in over the goal line. They're going to talk about it, ask if it was kicked in. And they're going to say yes, it was kicked in. Watching the referee missed the replay. And we'll see it off the foot of Lamb in front. It didn't go off his foot immediately. Well, let's see. I thought the referee pointed at the circle by the goal. The referee has made the announcement. And I stand corrected, folks. It is a good goal. I thought on the replay it didn't look like a distinct kicking motion. It looked like it just deflected off the foot of Lam. And that is going to stand as a goal for Hong Kong. We are tied at 3. They have come all the way back. And Lam gets credited with the goal. Dumped in. Slipchenko out to play it. Ahead Marley. Marley at the right boards. Over on the far side. Monaco gets there ahead of Floyd. To Brendan Lee. Lee knocked down at center. The ball comes loose. Great little back pass off the boards. Gets it to Colin Wong. Wong down into the corner. Out in front is Pham. Wong. Wong doing great work. Almost got it out in front, but kept it away from the two defenders. Into the slot. Pham all alone. Slipchenko with the save. Nelson down in the corner. He's knocked down. Couldn't clear it. Comes behind the goal. Armstrong for the Cayman Islands. They settle things down. On their heels the last little bit. Waits for his teammates to complete their line change. Fisher trying to get to it. Working against Andrew Graham. From outside, long shot into Slipchenko. Easy save for him. He will leave it for Armstrong. Down the floor. No flooring. Could have been played by Hong Kong. Derek Wong up at center. Found Chia. Chia out in front. A shot from Reed and a big save by Slipchenko. Hong Kong that close to taking the lead. Wong heads up. That'll go up into the stands. Great setup. Chia, number 89. Everybody's watching him out in front. And it was Justin Reed with the great chance and Slipchenko with the big save. Play just underway. Shot in on goal from the face-off. Save is made. Ball bouncing around. Mike McDonald had a chance in front, but that ball would just not settle for him. Chia off the boards. Taken by Strank. Cleared in. Monaco. To Derek Wong. He'll go back to Monaco. 3-3 tie. It's about 2.5 minutes left in this one. All the way down the floor. Unable to catch up to it was Loki Kwan. Face-off will come back down to our right. Left of goalkeeper Matthew Liu. Mark Yaxley of Team Cayman Island. Matthew Liu, been the difference maker. Come up with a number of big saves since coming in relief to start the second period. And Hong Kong seemed to have built a little confidence, a little momentum off that. It was 3-1 at the time. They've tied it at 3, and here they come. Sean Lamb. Lamb tried to make the pass out in front, was looking for Brandon Sullivan. Sullivan now has it. Sullivan turns, shot goes wide. Lamb on it again. Sean Lamb tried to feed it out in front, taken away by the Cayman Islands. Elliott. Up ahead, off the stick of Babin. Babin going into the corner with Colin Long. Babin's got it back. Babin's all alone in front. And Lou again makes the save. Up ahead, they were looking for Lamb. He's going to head to the bench. He's been at a long shift. Was not touched by Babin. Babin arguing he did. The referee was standing right there. And here's that chance for Babin as he comes out from the corner. Defense doesn't pick him up at all. Gets to the backhand and really didn't get a whole lot on it. And then it's tipped wide of the goal. Face off to the left of Robert Slipchenko. Control by the Cayman Islands. A minute and a half to go in regulation. Bam got it in front for Graham, who put it wide, and then the net was knocked off. Cayman Islands lobbying for the face-off to come outside. It won't. Chance for Graham. Great pass, and he was left all alone. He just came racing down the middle. The pass was right on the tape. Now Graham will take the face-off for Hong Kong. They will control it back at the blue line. Slap shot towards goal, knocked down. Brought out by the Cayman Islands. Here on the right side. There's Palmondon. Palmondon going into the corner, battling. 3 Hong Kong players in there, and they come away with it. Trung Pham to San Pham. Dump it down into the corner. We're into the final minute. Nelson for the Cayman Islands. Palmondon. Palmondon had it taken away. The ball goes up into the Hong Kong players' bench. 28 seconds left here in regulation. Tied after regulation. They'll go to a shootout. 3 shooters. If that doesn't do it, they'll keep going. Face-off just outside the Hong Kong blue line. Won by Hong Kong. Win off the boards, gave it away. Yermanian with a shot high over the top of the goal. Babin tracking it down over the far side, gets it down low to Yermanian. Knocked away by Win. Yermanian pinned against the boards, comes back to the point. Shot from Bowden. Nobody touched it. Face-off will stay outside the blue line. 9 seconds. Going to come right to center floor. Nope, they changed it. It's going to be just outside the blue line. I think that's the correct call. 9 seconds left to go. 3-3 tie. Oh, they changed their mind again. Couldn't do it at center. Timeout has been called by the Cayman Islands. They've got 9 seconds to try and draw up a play. Or 9 seconds to work with whatever play they draw up. Got a 9-second play in your back pocket, coach. First of all, you've got to win the face-off. If that doesn't happen, it's not going to matter. Face-off will be at center. 9 seconds to go in regulation. Cayman Islands have called a timeout. They led 3-0. The 8-minute mark of the first period, have not been able to score since. 2 goals by Derek Wong from back at the point. Booming slap shots, made it 3-2, and then Sean Lamb had one bounce off his foot right in front of goaltender Slipchenko. That was the tying goal. That's where we stand. Big comeback for Hong Kong. Down by 3. Maybe a chance here for Hong Kong, but it's offside at the blue line. The buzzer went, I thought, well after the whistle, but that's it. Regulation is done with. Gonna get 3 shooters. Gonna call the captains out for the coin toss. Winner will get to decide who goes first.
As the score is tied after regular time, game-winning shots will follow.
Plomondon and Juan out for a coin flip. The winner will get to choose if they want to shoot first or second. Personally, I'd prefer to shoot first, put the pressure on the other team if you can score. A couple of different theories on that. Shoot last, you always have a chance. Shots on goal after 3 periods. Why not? 26-26. 4 penalties aside. 3 goals each. Robert Slipchenko. What happened? We were up 3-0 8 minutes into this. Coaches will hand their list of their 3 shooters to the referees. Matthew Liu has been brilliant since coming in relief. Rather relaxed. First up for Hong Kong, they will shoot first. This is Matt Chang. Chang goes to the backhand and a poke check by Slipchenko. Well done. Chang is denied. Lots of stick handling. Oh, what a save by Liu! Robs Kyle Floyd, the first shooter for the Cayman Islands. Boy, quick hands in front of the goalkeeper. Son Pham, the second shooter for Hong Kong, and Slipchenko makes the save on Pham. Second shooter for Cayman Islands is Scott Elliott. Elliott goes to the backhand. Oh, slick hands. Scott Elliott. Finally, they're able to get a ball past Matthew Liu, and it took a great move to do it. 1-2, and then pulls it back. Wow. That is highly skilled. So now Hong Kong must score. Derek Wong. He's got 2 in this game. Now he needs to score to keep his team alive, and he lost the handle on it, slams his stick in frustration, and that's it. Cayman Islands survive. They win it in a shootout. They'll pick up the points. 1 point for Hong Kong, the overtime loss. Wong unhappy with that. He had 2 great goals in this game, but then frustration as he was unable to get a shot away in the shootout. Just the 1 goal. Scott Elliott with a beauty, beats Matthew Liu. All right, we will take a break. We've got 5 more games to bring you today. We're just getting warmed up here in Pardubice. Cayman Islands defeat Hong Kong 4-3 in overtime. Coming up next, 11:30 local time, which is an hour and 18 minutes from now. We will have a game in the A2 group. Portugal to take on Switzerland. Look forward to having you join us then. Again, my name is George Scott. Thanks so much for watching here this morning. We'll hope to see you again throughout the day. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from Tipsport Arena in Pardubice in the heart of the Czech Republic.
Dámy a pánové, nyní vyhlásíme nejlepší hráče utkání. Ladies and gentlemen, now we announce the best player of the game. Ceny předává Milan Madever. The awards are presented by Milan Madever. Nejlepší hráč utkání z týmu Hongkongu. Best player from Team Hong Kong is player number 48, Derek Wong. A nejlepší hráč z týmu Kajmanských ostrovů and the best player from Team Cayman Island is player number 21, Scott Elliott. Dámy a pánové, a nyní si poslechneme jednu vítězinu týmu Kajmanských ostrovů. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise up for the national anthem of Team Cayman Islands. Dámy a pánové, děkuji vám za návštěvu a těšíme se na vás při dalších utkáních turnaje. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. We are looking forward to see you again.